Good morning. I'm Michael Anthony of Michael Anthony Painting, and I'm here in San Clemente, California today. We're doing a job today on this garage door, as I'll show you real soon. It's a cedar garage door. We're going to put a stain finish on it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through it, show you some helpful hints on how to get this job done quickly, efficiently, and beautifully. So the garage door is raw wood right now. It was just installed. And like I said, we're here in San Clemente, California, and I'll show you what I'm doing. So the door in its natural state here is just raw wood. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to clean it all up, sand it down. If there's any imperfections, which there are none, you can see the wood is beautiful. If there's any dirt or smudges on there, we're going to sand those off and clean it up with a clean rag, and then we'll start our stain process. We're going to try and match the front door, which has already been stained, and it's a special walnut color. It's a walnut color. Okay. What I'm going to use to do the sanding is one of these just sponge sanding blocks. So like I say, what I'll do is just go ahead and first I'm going to sand any smudges or dirt areas that I see on the door, clean those up. Basically just go with the grain and sand down any smudges that you see. Then wipe it down with a clean rag and you're ready for stain. So now here we are, we're going to stain this garage door, and all you're going to need to do this job is a purdy, preferably a purdy brush, 2.5 inch. Minwax stain is going to be the choice that we're going to use today. We're going to use a special walnut, and it's a penetrating stain. We're here by the beach in San Clemente, California, and the way I'm going to apply it is I'm going to use this 2-gallon bucket and this roller to apply it, and then I'm going to brush it out with the 2.5 inch purdy, and then I'm going to wipe it down with a rag. So pretty simple stuff. I'll show you how it's done. We'll get started. So with the Minwax stain that we're using, this is a rubbing penetrating stain. Okay, the garage door is going to take probably 3 quarts to do 2 coats. What I do is I take all the stain, pour it into the bucket, and all the pigment, which there's pigment on the bottom of the cans, you need that in your stain. So what you want to do is you want to clean out the cans. Pour a little bit of the stain in the cans. After you pour the majority of it in the 2-gallon bucket, pour a little bit in there, shake it around, make sure that you get all the pigment out of the bottom, stir it around, because the pigment is important. That's your coloring, that's your body of your stain. And do that with each can. The can will tell you how much coverage you'll get out of it. And in this case, you can see there's a lot of pigment in there. In this case, we're going to use 3 quarts of stain for 2 coats on the garage door. Now there's nothing left in the bottom of the can. You're in business. You're ready to go. Always have clean rags handy when you're using stain, because you don't want to leave a mess or make a mess. Staining can be fun. It's really not that hard. People get scared of it, and you could probably make some pretty good mistakes when you're staining. But if you, normally what I do is I read the can, I follow the directions, and my results tend to turn out better, and my finishes tend to turn out more beautiful when I do that. Okay? Pour it into your 2-gallon bucket, and you're ready to rock. And we'll start at the bottom and work our way up. You can apply it with your roller, and then use your brush to smooth it out. I'm falling into you, 'cause no one's
can't stop, won't stop falling into you. My God, oh my God.
And take your brush and smooth it out. Just like that.
I live my life to the limit. Well, I'm at the end of myself. I see the edge, but I know below me your love is waiting to catch. I'm falling into you, 'cause no one's gonna love me like you do. Alright, I've got nothing to lose, so can't stop, won't stop falling into you.
So you can see what's happening here. The garage door is getting stained and it looks beautiful. We're just getting going, so we'll continue this process until we're done with the garage door. We'll do each panel individually and consistency.
So far that you've always had me. Your love is never in doubt. I wanna love you like you love me.
All right, you guys, we're pretty much done staining the garage now, and it came out beautiful. The owner's happy, I'm happy. We got a nice even coat of stain on it, and now we're gonna let it dry for a day. This is an oil-based penetrating stain, remember, so it has to dry completely. It has to cure, because we're gonna go ahead and use a water-based finish on this product, or on this garage door. We're using a water-based finish because of the durability. It expands and contracts with the weather. So when it gets hot outside, wood expands. When it gets cold, it contracts, or vice versa. With the moisture and the heat, wood moves. It's still alive. So the latex product does just that. When you put a clear coat on and you're doing an exterior product or a project, then latex is the best way to go. The new water-based products are bulletproof anyway, so you should use those anyway, regardless if you're doing painting or staining or whatever. This is an oil-based stain here because we're by the beach. I want to get a good penetration on this wood. It's a beautiful cedar, as you can see. There's the finished product.
So can't stop, won't stop falling into you. My God.
Simple. Only took me maybe 40-50 minutes to do the job. And now we'll let it dry for a day. We'll come back and we'll put on 2 clear coats. Garage door be finished product. Okay, good morning. We're back here. This is Michael Anthony Painting, and we're back here in San Clemente, California. And we're putting on, our last segment, we were putting on a stain finish on a garage door. Now we're gonna put the finish coat on, okay? Finish coat is gonna be a latex water-based paint. The stain was an oil-based paint that we used, which is a wiping, penetrating, oil-based stain. We're here by the beach. Oil-based penetrates wood. It's just a good way to go. The garage came out beautiful, and now we're gonna put a water-based finish on it, because the water base is acrylic and it expands and contracts with the weather. The wood moves, and so you don't want a finish that's going to be a hard shell. You'd rather use a latex finish that actually moves with the wood. Okay, the product that we're using today is made by Deft. It's a exterior latex satin finish, and it's a water base. As you can see, it's made for doors, floors, very durable product. And so we want to do something that's going to be beautiful, but as well it's going to have durability and last for a long time to come. Still, we're going to have to maintenance the garage door. Recommend probably once every other year a light sanding and then a recoat, just to keep the integrity of the finish going. Okay, so now my application today is going to be an airless sprayer, and I've got a Graco 490. This is the quickest and most effective way to put a finish on this particular door. You could brush and roll it. You could use a weenie roller, a small roller, and that would be effective as well. Something like this. But as far as consistency and beauty goes, I think for a clear coat, probably no better way to go than to spray.
I wanna love you like you love me. I wanna love you like you love me.
So you can see I'm doing smooth, consistent coats with the gun, and when that dries, it'll flatten out and it'll be a beautiful finish. What you want to do is coat the whole door with a thin coat. No such thing as a thick coat. So one thin coat, let it dry, lightly sand it with a sanding sponge. Something like this, just a sanding sponge. And then you want to coat it again. So 2 coats minimum on an exterior door like this. You don't have to put a lot of material, but I recommend 2 coats. And that's what we're doing today. Hope the tips that I'm bringing you guys helps you get down the road easier and quicker. I know you're going to have a more professional finish, and durability is the main thing, so let's try to do that. Try to accomplish that. All right, you guys have a great day. God bless.